we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to TeacherGoals Tech Talk Lives at FETC 2026. My name is Heather Brown. No, my name is Alaina Clark. I was about ready to say this is. Okay, you introduce yourself so don't get it wrong.
Okay, I am Heather Brown.
And then this is Marialice, correct?
Yep, Marialice Curran.
And how do you say your last name?
Curran.
Curran, that's what I figured. Okay.
Yep.
So, and she is from Novel Effect, and we are also really excited to hear. We've been hearing amazing things about the Brain Gym.
Okay,
So we're already really excited to talk about that too.
Okay, so we launched it at 8 a.m. this morning,
Yeah.
and it is located in W333.
Okay.
Which was not easy to find. But
Yeah.
once you get to the escalators after the registration, you go up them, and that's where it is. But
Okay.
I pitched this idea to Jen Womble probably in the spring or summer. Could I have a dedicated space?
Yeah.
That just for wellness. And she was like, we're prioritizing, mental health for this annual conference. This is perfect timing. I want to introduce you to someone. And so I got introduced to a gentleman named Joey DePuma.
Okay.
And he is a design learning specialist from Flagler Schools here in Florida.
Wow.
I mean, he's nationally recognized. He's worked with Apple. Not only has he designed learning spaces in his district, but he helps create learning spaces in other communities. And so Joey and 3 furniture companies have specifically, intentionally designed this learning space. So, you go to a session and it's usually just rows, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this kind of looks like a media center, to tell you the truth.
Aww.
And so the way that it's set up today is going to be different than how it's set up tomorrow.
I need to see it today, though.
I know.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same furniture, but to just show how foundational, like creating learning spaces, how intentional we need to be, and how that changes the learning process. So that's like one part of the partnership.
Yeah.
But the other part of the partnership is with Same Here Global. So, I mean, for the people that are watching, will they hear this as well?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
They can hear
so
and see.
I will tell you, what I'm doing right now is this is the American Sign Language for Same Here.
Mm-hmm.
And, we've all inherited language for mental health. It's not our fault. It's not anybody's fault. We've been inundated with messaging that is very reactive, very sensationalized, whether you read headlines or you listen to the news. And what Same Here is talking about, because the message usually is 1 in 5 have a mental illness. Mm-hmm. And that sends that message that it's us versus them. And it also kind of it makes you feel like, oh, those people with those issues, that's not me. I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
But when you think about mental health and what Same Here does is it's 5 in 5. All of us live on this continuum. And so there's the Same Here scale, and we all live, and mental illness would be on that scale, but all these ranges of emotions, we all navigate all day long.
Yeah.
And so the space is designed to help start to change the narrative around, like when you think about Same Here, I always, like today I said, have you experienced grief in your life?
Yes.
Same here.
Oh,
have you been unfortunately, betrayed? Have you felt those true sense of betrayal? Guess what? Same here. And so that sign of Same Here, which is his logo, is sending that message like, I see you.
Yeah.
I got your back. I have felt that too. I understand. You're not alone in this.
Oh, I love that.
And so this space is really it was a collaborative team effort to put this together.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud. Eric Cousin is going to be a main stage speaker tomorrow at 11, and his story is incredible. I can tell you, during the pandemic, my family, we really suffered. I was in the space of digital citizenship, right? That was what I was, my use tech for good.
Yeah.
And I had to at one point go radio silent. I eliminated social media. I had to quiet everything down, and I had to get my family through a crisis.
Yeah.
And Eric Cousin stood by me on my darkest days, honestly. And I feel like I started to transition for digital citizenship and use tech for good. I was starting to go with balance because I felt like that was like mental health.
Yeah.
But the more time that went on, I specifically was going like just mental health. And then for novel effect,
Yeah.
my focus, I mean, I'm with the ambassador coordinator with a wonderful ambassador next to me, but you know, that focus, I'm like passionate about emotional literacy because these are things we need to talk about. Like this isn't something that like should just be an assembly.
No.
Right? We need common language, inclusive language, starts with emotional literacy, starts with being mindful about okay, one of his programs is suicide prevention. And so Eric will say, with an assembly of all different ages, who here knows, like, what are the procedures for fire safety? Do you know what it is?
I hope all hands.
Yeah, I mean,
what
I would
happens?
hope
What happened? What did they say?
Call 911.
Call 911. What else?
Go outside. Go outside.
How
Stop,
about-
drop, and roll.
Beautiful. That's what I was looking for.
Yep,
Stop, drop, and roll. Right? Like everybody, no matter how young or old, everybody knows stop, drop, and roll.
Yep.
And but like, how about for suicidal ideations? What like we need something as simple as that. So he's got a lifesaver, and it's a 4-step program like stop, drop, and roll. But things around like for suicide or for mental health, like there's shame, there's stigma. And unfortunately, some of the stigma campaigns like Stop the Stigma reinforce it. But you know, about suicide, another reason is my next door neighbor died by suicide during the pandemic. And that was another crushing blow that happened that has led me into this space. But suicide, like if I've had to unlearn and relearn. So suicide, we hear somebody committed suicide. Someone took their life. Suicide is not a choice. And it's like having a heart attack in your brain. And it starts with change in language. I'm so sorry that I got you crying. But this is
it's something that a lot of people have been touched by these type of experiences. And
this is 5 and 5.
And we don't talk about it enough with each other.
And so this like same here, like scale language. And I'm sorry, it's in my, because I would pull it out right now because I have a bookmark of it. And it's a range of emotions that we all live and we move through, all five and five of us. We have to unlearn. We have to be willing to unlearn these languages. But if we help our young people be able to name things, right? Like for emotional literacy for that, then you can start to understand things and you can reduce that shame and you can reduce that stigma. And the idea that all it takes is one person, right? All you need is one person that's going to say, be willing to stand up and say, I want to be part of that change. I want to change that narrative. Then one becomes many. And I feel like our gym for the brain, and when you hear Eric's story tomorrow, it's incredible. His live story is incredible. But this is an invitation to be part of a larger community. And this is intergenerational. This isn't just for our students. This is for all of us, no matter where you live, how young or old, what language you speak, what religion you practice. This is something that affects all of us. And I feel like this gym for the brain is an opportunity. Like he'll tell his story, but we bring our body to the gym. We track and act on our physical health. Like I could get on a scale, I could get my blood pressure taken.
Those data points.
Right? And then we act upon it. Well, he's got an app, same here, scale app, and it helps you track and act for your mental health. And this is something everybody at the conference will have access to the individual account. But if you're interested, this is also something that you could have as a school account, and your students are able to like check in with these visuals. And start to like, because if not, you're handling a lot on your own in silence. That adds to the shame. So
well, I kind of like, sometimes the tracking part of it, but it's like, let's say you really were trying to make like someone going to the gym, New Year's resolution, trying to get better. They have those things with going to the gym, but what if my New Year's resolution is something along of like around my mental health? How do I really check in and see if I'm seeing a difference? But something like that.
Yes. And I can tell you some of the sessions that were happening today too were like about tech, but really a lot of non-tech, and going back to like the human connections and that, just even being aware of our own tech habits and what we're modeling. Like I always say too, this was in the digital citizenship like space. I would say, you know, who here like uses their phone for like an alarm? And I would say, I want to welcome you back to the human race.
Yeah.
Because right now, if your device, I'm gonna pick up my device. If that's your alarm, you're saying good night to your device.
Yeah.
When you wake up in the morning, you're saying good morning to your device. And if you have any little people in your house, you are modeling that importance, that connection.
As the first thing I want at night. I mean, first thing I want in the morning and the last thing I want at night.
Yeah, so I want to welcome you back to the human race, that you'll be present with the humans.
Yeah.
And any furry creatures that you have in your households, right? Like come back to the human race. But there are things in this dedicated like gym for the brain space here at FETC that we would like to take as a package to help like keep on creating these positive ripples to change things in other communities. And I mean, what my family endured during the pandemic, like I have lived experience. I want to make sure that I can help people not carry shame, not carry the stigma.
Yeah.
And I feel like the way to do this is through collaboration. And so what I've done on this collaborative team, I am so proud of. Like I'm just one little piece of this.
I can't tell you how much like you know, I've been hearing about things already at FETC, and your gym is the thing I've been hearing the most about.
Yes. Sorry, I have to.
It's okay.
Yeah, me tear it up.
Yeah,
so
and we've been
sorry.
talking a lot, but like that's what I've been hearing about. And I haven't gotten a chance to check it out yet, but I'm really excited.
So it's open for all 4 days, and we like scheduled it so that there are speakers, right? You can come in and you can come and join a presentation, but we have intentionally scheduled times where the room is empty. So you can experience the room, and then that collaborative team. So Joey, you know, as if you're interested in, you know, learning design, you can talk to him. You can talk to Eric Kuzin. I'm going to be there. I kind of feel like my role. I'm going to age myself here, but like, if you've watched The Love Boat, I consider my role like Julie. Do you remember Julie?
Yes.
She like welcomes you onto the cruise, and she makes sure that you know that this is a pleasant experience. Like, I'm the one. I'm on the team. I'm the one kind of welcoming everyone.
You're the first face everyone sees.
And that I want to, and I'd be the person that would help bring this to. Like I can tell you, I'm pretty confident to say this on a podcast that we're going to MassQ, bringing this to MassQ. And then I've been invited to go to the Nice Gate
that's
social
wonderful.
because they'd like it to bring it to their community.
That's exciting.
So that's those ripples, right?
Yep.
And then to give a shout back out to Novel Effect. So they have a great giveaway too. So they're all about the emotional literacy because that's just the soundscape itself.
So neat.
It's just amazing. So they're part of, they were very supportive, and I've got a daily giveaway. So when you come, when you come to this space, you have this opportunity, just like on Instagram. What did you learn? Like it could be you were in a presentation and this is specifically what you learned. What you learn in the space, but the space is also set up with these 10 gym for the brain star exercises. That you can do for breathing exercises. Did you see Lori Guion at all?
I saw her first thing this morning. Got a hug, got a pin, and she had to run somewhere else.
Oh my God, she just did something. And for anybody that's going to listen afterwards, my palm is up, but it was like breathe in.
Oh yes.
Exhale. Like she brought us, and you could just see, and it was like she also had us do this like we were a flamingo for this like somatic exercise.
Yeah.
And it was nothing to do with tech, but everything about helping regulate your nervous system. And the world's been upside down since, since COVID.
Feels like
probably longer than that.
Longer
Longer than that, but specifically that was, and so I feel like this is a message that's needed everywhere.
And I love your comment about how and this is in my experience, which, this is my first FETC. And so, going to more of the edtech conferences is that they're tech conferences, but so much of the conference is not about tech. No. It really is about the connections. It's about the relationships. It's about the people you meet. It's the stories you share. And, even just when you walk into sessions, so much is being talked about isn't just tech.
Right.
It's a lot of other things encompassed in it. Yeah.
Oh, and it just being like, it's so nice to be back in community.
Yeah.
And to be present with people.
Yep.
And,
yes. Face to face.
Yes. And I've kind of shared my story, not all the details
Yeah.
about, that it was hard for my
Yeah.
family, but that in doing so, that takes away, I don't have to carry that layer that I was alone in it, or that there was something shameful about it, or there's a stigma around it.
Yeah.
I hope that I'm modeling for others that, like, we need to create safe spaces for each other, and we need to 5 and 5 understand that this is something that, like that idea that you hear, you have no idea what somebody else is carrying.
Well, and I also love the, like, for me personally, if there's something I'm like struggling with, or I've gone through, like you said, you struggled during COVID, your family did. If I then open up about whatever that situation is, there's usually someone else that's gone through something similar.
Same here.
And when I talk with those people that are dealing with a similar situation I'm dealing with, whatever, that's when I usually feel the best about handling that situation I'm under, when I actually open up and connect with someone else that might be experiencing the same thing.
Yeah. So this is like the opportunity when I saw and that you were doing the podcast.
It was perfect.
I went so quiet, like people like in the digital, like I was known in that space, and I went so quiet, and I deactivated accounts, and I had to for what was going on personally. And I've been quietly kind of making my own little, like, in the mental health space, and unlearning and relearning, and now to come out like professionally in this new space, which to me, it's not like new work. It's, maybe my focus has changed significantly, but the work's still the same. And I think, did I send you my business card?
No.
Oh my gosh. So I am now the new community impact director at Same Here Global.
Oh,
and I want you to know, for everybody that might be listening, this is like manifesting. Like, I must have put that out. I always shared their product in the digital citizenship space. That was like when I was talking about balance, I was always sharing their program. And I am so happy to help communities continue to make a positive impact in this space. So to be able to join you, but especially this one.
Well, she always loved to, like, when she guessed someone, she's like, we have to have.
This person.
And then I don't even know, honestly, because I carried it. I don't even know if I ever revealed that I was under what I was under with you. Like, this might be the first time that I've.
Well, we've only known each other for 2 years.
Right. And I mean, there was one point I was at I was at TCEA, and I got a call from home, and it was an emergency, and I had to get on the next flight. And it was like,
that happened to me at Denver.
it was like the bottom of, like, just fell out from underneath me. And my circle became smaller because it had to. I deactivated, and I want you to know, I feel like this is, if I can share that, like, you have to make decisions that are best for you. And if, like, some people, like even today in some of the discussions, like, make sure your notifications aren't on. Sometimes that's just not even enough. Like, when you're feeling bombarded, like, listen, like, you deactivate things and prioritize yourself.
Cut back, take things off your plate.
Yes.
And just do them if you have to, especially if it's for the sake of your mental health.
Yes. So, so I'm really happy that I got.
I'm so excited to see it.
And I haven't met you before.
No, we've never met.
This is a first time. And then, of course, I'm like, I was late with getting things to you. I couldn't find this. And I was like, now Heather will get it. She'll be like, oh, that's Marialice. But I mean, now you're going to know, and your listeners are going to know, oh, that's Marialice.
I will say, though, we put this together super last minute, too. So I gave you, like, maybe a day or two to even get me the information.
Oh, well, anyways,
we've been doing it super last minute, too. So you're fine.
We need to make sure that, since we are TeacherGoals, we would like to know what a big personal or professional goal is for you this year.
So I think that when you think about, and I might actually cry about this one.
Oh gosh, no, I'm sorry.
But when you think of the caterpillar in a cocoon, I've been in a cocoon, like, intentionally, deliberately, for, like, self-preservation. And I am emerging into this really vibrant, beautiful, like, butterfly with
I
this
love that.
amazing community,
I love
honestly, and this collaborative
that. Yeah.
team. And so my goal is to help other people feel like if they have felt that they're in a cocoon or they're stuck, you know, what simple ways and steps can they make intentionally to start to make a difference in their own sphere, but then that's got that ripple effect. So that's definitely it.
And you can tell your passion, obviously.
I want you to know I repurposed an Instagram account. So my son and I used to have a mother and son digital citizenship. We were like a team. We used to go places and present together. So I really shut everything down, but I repurposed one of it was called DigSit Kids. And I repurposed that. And so I'm only on Instagram right now.
Yeah, make sure you share
I'm only
your
on
social channel.
I'm only on Instagram and in LinkedIn, but I couldn't do Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do Facebook.
You can also only it's hard to keep up with too many. Yeah. So what is your Instagram handle?
So Instagram is doctor.
Okay.
But not medical doctor. Not a medical doctor, but doctor, and then it's _ MBFXC, which are all my crazy initials: Marialice, Bridget, Francis, Xavier, Curran. So dead giveaway, Irish Catholic from Boston, named after a bunch of saints. I mean, and the more saints you have, I guess the safer you are or something. I don't know, but everybody was named after a bunch of saints when I was born. So yeah, doctor _ MBFXC.
Awesome. And I'm super excited to check out the Gym Brain.
Yay!
And we want to
check it out tomorrow morning.
We want to thank you so much for joining us today. It was so good to have you. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you're at FETC, make sure you go check out the Gym Brain. You said it's open every day.
It's open every day. And even though the session tomorrow, it's like the first session says 11:15, we're going to be in the room from 8 to 11:15.
Oh, good, because
so people can come and experience it. They can do the breathing exercises.
Okay. That'd be a good start to the day.
Yes.
So that's your busy days too. So
yes.
Well, you might be too busy to stop by.
No, I'm good until 10, so I will stop by.
Okay, and then if I can just give out a shout out because I am so happy behind the scenes. But Eric Kuzin will be in the Tangerine Ballroom at 11 o'clock. Okay. And do not miss his story.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we will be back in just a second with Matt Miller, who I spy right behind me. Thank you, guys.